Hi guys, today I'm gonna to do modify and error objects. Let's go. First, we delete the items we do want. As you guys see this line is reference line to let us to do something. Now I want to do a parallel line based on this reference line. So I can click offset. Offset is the one item to help us to create a parallel line. Once we want first when we want to create a parallel line, we want to specify the distance of the parallel line. Let's say 75. So it will automatically calculate the 75 distance between the reference line. So now I put it to right side and the left side. Once we done this reference line, we can drop it. We want to let the line become full. So we draw a new line for this to, to let it become a partition. Okay, that. So you guys can see that. So you guys can see that the line of this, the new line, the color of new line is different from the older one. This is because the new lines, the color of new lines is furniture and the old lines is wall. So we want to make it become the same color one. So what should we do is we click the match properties and select the source object we want and paint it so the color will become the same. So let us measure the distance from here to here. So we can note that the distance here is 135 this mm. This is not enough for people to walk through it. So we let it become a full partition. We lengthen it. When I tick this script, I can choose to scratch or lengthen. Now I want to lengthen it. So now it will become a full partition. When we want, now I want to do the same partition as this, more partition here. So I calculate it with the same distance. So first I calculate the distance first. So this is the distance is 2042. The distance is 1888. So the distance we take note anyway. I take note in my handphone. Alright. We want to do this with the same partition. We choose array and rectangular array and we select objects we want and then enter. So it will become the same partition we want. So now we can see that there's 4 columns of the partition and 3 rows, but we just only want one row, so we change it to 1 row, so the another rows will disappear. Now the distance, as we take note before, is 1888. So it will become like this, the same distance. So now I want to put the chair inside this partition. Right, select this tray and right click and select copy selection and move to this. Now we want to let the tray become the midpoint of the partition. We don't know the midpoint of partition is where, so I draw this line as a reference line. So okay, we can note that the midpoint of the partition is there. So I put there. We want to create the same tray with the same distance between the partition. So this line is the reference line. So we measure the midpoint of the line first. Between the midpoint of the tray. So we can know that is 1991. So it's the same way we choose array in rectangular array. We just want one row and 5 columns. In the distance just now we did not 1991. So it will become the same distance. Once we done this reference line, we can drop it. Alright, let us go to the another area. First I rotate the chair with the position I want. Like this. Yes. So the another area is polar area. And I choose polar area and select objects. Now we want to specify the center point of area, but we do know the center point of area is in where. So we shift and right click on mouse and select the geometry center. So the center of area will come up and we click it. So it will become the polar area with the geometry center. Let's say there's 6 items, but only one 4, so I click change to 4 only. So we like this. And beside this is the item is have rotate. If I do want to rotate it and I cross it, so the item will be in the same position. Alright, let us go to the another area. The another area is path area. When we want to do a path area first, we draw a outline as a reference line first. Right. So we choose path area and select objects. Enter. Now we select the curve, the path curve. So it will become like this. Right. Once we done the path area, the reference lines is not used already, so we drop it. Oh, I forget. Once we done the partition, we want to cut off the line we don't want. For me, the easiest way is trim. You can cut the line we don't want more easier. So you become the different partition. Alright, that's all for my today. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you.